return to be.
Yeah, crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting out drunk. A piece of your heart, a piece of your love, I'm calling you up to get down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough. Turning you up to get down, down, down. I'm screaming out, fuck that. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let's give it up.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. I say this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, cause we need a little controversy, cause it feels so empty without me.
And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel like it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last
I
night.
wanna feel like this with
No
somebody.
way it was the last night. No way it was our last night.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Your sky full of stars. It's all you.
With somebody who loves me. So I'll put my faith in something unknown. I'm living on the side of nothing. But I'm tired of hope with nothing to hold. I'm living on the side of nothing.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead.
And it's hard to love, and it's hard to love. You're giving me such sweet
Better than anything and everything you have done. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think it's on dead.
Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, impress. Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, success.
You got a fast car, and I wanna take it to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. I ain't proud of all the punches that I've thrown. In the name of someone I no longer know. For the shame of being young, drunk and alone. Traffic lights in the transmit radio. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, it felt like I was drunk. I died for you. Had a feeling that I belong. I died for you.
I love it. I got this feeling on the side.
that I want you, I say it. I would want myself, let me please believe it. I'll put you through hell, just to know me, yeah, yeah. So sure of yourself, baby, don't get greedy. That shit won't end well, and well.
I can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Just a feeling that I won't leave behind, because it's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na
I call this cappuccino.
Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. Every hour, every minute, every second, night after night. I'll be fucking you right 7 days
Yeah,
a week.
man, I need ways. Still miss the good old days. Someday, yeah, it hurts to say, but I want you to stay. Sometimes.
Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights.
You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Still the one. Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday. You're still the one I kiss goodnight.
Attention Walmart, this is Gail Lewis signing out.
I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, hold on to push it harder, 'cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Yeah, but I got another fight. The apple bottom make 'em wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You could have anybody know. 'Cause when you were boss, you could do what you want.
Well, I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions. Then maybe you'd see the signs. The Lord knows that this world is cruel, and I ain't the Lord. No, I'm just a fool, and I'm loving somebody. Don't make him love you.
Yeah, 'cause girls is players too. Yeah, 'cause girls is players too.
Must I always be waiting on you?
Yeah, 'cause girls is players too. but I'm taking it home. Moving my body like an info.
This sex so good, I shouldn't have to fuck for free. I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers, last 223,000 hours. And it's cause I'm off of CC, and I'm off the Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free. I got girls that I should've made pay for it, got girls that I should've made wait for it.
So many people are willing to learn how to trade stocks, but are simply just unsuccessful at it. It's not that you're a bad trader.
I'm up $953, $879, $1,300!
When people come up to me and they say, Dek, I'm just not a good stock trader, there's a whole bunch of baloney.
Oh my goodness, I just made $30,000. You guys want to see a show today? 20 grand in a day so far.
You know why I make so much money shorting? Because the answers are given to me.
$37,000. We're currently up 23,000, 24,000 right now. Let's go! This is high risk, high reward. Let's go, baby! Let's go! I'm going for $100,000 today. $100,000 month coming its way, baby.
You may not know everything, but all of a sudden, it's gonna click.
$30,817 in the market today. Oh my goodness, guys. Welcome to the stock market. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, we are live, and we are getting ourselves absolutely fired up on this day. Happy Money Monday. Traders, we are back, we are ready to go. I hope every single person is getting excited right now. Every single person is getting a little fired up at this moment because we have a brand new day ahead. We have a brand new opportunity ahead, and I'm absolutely jacked up here. Traders, we got to be able to make sure every single person is ready to rock. We have to make sure every single person is ready to go here because today is a day of monumental proportions. We want to make sure that every single trader is going green today, as we always do. Traders, I make a promise to you every day that's going to give you the best alerts I could possibly give, the best game plans I could possibly give, and give you the best chance of walking away, exiting out of that browser later on here today, up hundreds and up thousands of dollars. I do it all live in front of you. I do it all in real time. I give my credibility. I use my own money and back up what I say by putting my live trades in live so you can watch and obviously see the results. Right now, we have an 88% win rate. Right now, we are absolutely crushing it with shorts, with options, whatever we are getting ourselves involved in. But remember, traders, we think about the stock market as a casino, but not a casino as we're the tourists, as a casino as we're the house. We always place the odds in our favor. We always make sure when we get involved in a play, we have the better chance of winning. We know that when we pull the trigger, we are going to be able to come out on top. And if we do lose, guess what? We have very tight stop losses that always get us out with a reasonable area. How many times have you guys ever seen me win? Very often. But how many times have you guys ever seen me lost and take a big loss? Not very often whatsoever. Because I always make sure that I'm walking away in the green. If a trade is going against me, I get out. If a trade is going for me, we hold it, we let that ride, we move the stop loss up, so we always go into the green. We got so much to be talking about. Obviously, I'm going to be trading live with you guys right here and right now. We got to make sure that we're pumped up on this week because, traders, we have some huge things coming on up. We have summer boot camp coming on up. And also, every member of Tradecaster is getting Fox Runner News Scanner for free, which is going to be coming on up as well. So I'm waiting to hear back from Fox Runner to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. I'm just waiting back to see how they want you guys to sign up so that you guys are all good. But yes, every single person that's part of Tradecaster is getting free scanners for the next 2 months straight. So that is going to be absolutely incredible, absolutely amazing. But traders, let's dive in on this day. Let's get everyone prepared right now. We're going to go over some other, random stuff later, about the summer boot camp later, about, again, Fox Runner News Scanner later. But I want to make sure that right now, at this exact moment, every single trader is saying to themselves, hey, man, I'm fired up. Hey, I have an exact idea of what to look at, and I'm getting ready for a huge profitable day ahead. So let's do exactly that. Right now, team, let's go over to our market briefing. Every single day, we send out this newsletter with all this information. It's like me writing an essay every single morning, but it not only gets me prepared, I know it gets you guys prepared. So I want to make sure that I send it to you. Check your emails. dekmartrades@gmail.com is where it's going to be coming from, and you guys will be able to see right here all of my alerts. What do we have here starting on off? It says morning squawk, all mixed up. The major averages ended last week mixed as the S&P 500 and NASDAQ Composite both notched their 7th positive week in the last 8, increasingly 1.6% and 3.2% respectively. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ buoyed by a rise in tech stocks. Meanwhile, the blue chip Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down for its 3rd losing week in the past 4. Also on Friday, the University of Michigan survey of consumers showed that consumer sentiment declined unexpectedly. Traders, what you guys really need to know right now at this moment is that the S&P 500 has been on an absolute tear. It really has been. There's no way other than saying it. The S&P 500 has been moving up day after day, week after week, consistently to record highs. Now, you guys already know. There's pros and there's cons right here. Now, what are the pros? What are the cons at this moment? And before I even go into that, right now, for those who do not know, we are live on YouTube today. We are live over on TikTok today. And if you guys are watching on either of those, do you mind again hitting that little double tap, thumbs on up, drop a comment, hit me with a good old Dekmar trades over in the chat. Get some, again, a little activity going over there. I appreciate you guys, everyone double tapping, giving that thumbs on up, showing a little bit of love and a little bit of support. But let's talk about our pros. Let's talk about our cons. Let's talk about what we're seeing at this moment, okay? So what we have right now at this exact time is that the S&P 500 has been moving on up. Now, let's think about it. Why is it moving on up? Well, the S&P 500 is the best of the best. It's an all-star team. It is the 500 best and most profitable companies in the United States, which is why it consistently moves up over time. But with that being stated, how well are these top 500 companies really doing? With all this bad news of inflation, with all, again, our high interest rates at this moment, with everything that's happening, how is the S&P 500 consistently moving on up? It seems like month after month, after week, after time again, and we really have not seen any sort of strong pullback. We could go ahead and take a look over on, let's say, a weekly chart here. And we definitely have our fair share of hard drops, very nice climbs. Hard drops, very nice climb. But where is the next, let's say, hard drop back on down towards 478? Where is the next hard drop back on down towards 500? Remember, it's very difficult for me to ever say go against the S&P 500. I don't ever want to say that because the S&P 500, it's going against the best companies in the United States. But at the same time, I could understand if someone says, well, we're over a 70 on the RSI. We've been moving on up for, about 3-4 months in a row. Every single week, we are hitting brand new record highs. We do want to remember the saying. The saying in stock market is buy low, sell high. Not buy at the highest point we have ever been in history and hopefully it goes up a little bit higher. So what is really bringing up the S&P 500 so well? Well, really, again, the main play that has been moving up the S&P 500 so much has been Nvidia. Traders, we know Nvidia has been the play that just has consistently climbed and climbed and climbed. And this is a little bit of a weird play. Let me read to you guys exactly what I typed out over on Nvidia. Because you guys know a lot of times I like betting against companies. I like betting against, a lot of penny stocks. But Nvidia is not a penny stock play. I just want you guys to read what I have here. I say I'm going to be extremely blunt. Nvidia might be the most confusing stock I've ever looked at. Why? Well, it says all my trading spidey senses are tingling and saying stay away. How could you ever buy a stock that's up 1,300% in 2 years? A stock that has gone up almost every single week to new record highs. A stock that could fall and easily crash back down to 100. We always say the saying, buy low, sell high, not buy at the highest point and hope it keeps on going. Nvidia is a perfect example of that. But on the other side, and the very true side is, it's an amazing company. This is not a penny stock. This is a company that is getting orders from Meta, from Google, from Tesla, from Microsoft. They have beat revenues by 200% every single quarter. The company is selling more chips and making billions of dollars. I want to say, stay away. But it just seems like no matter what this company does, it does an amazing job at it. It's hard to trust plays in the market, but this one seems like it just keeps holding up strong. At some point, yes, competitors will catch up with Nvidia. But at this time, there is no one even in Nvidia's lane. So I get this question every single day. Should we do put contracts on Nvidia? Can we bet against Nvidia? Because this straight on up move probably is not going to hold, right? It's very unnatural movement right here. But at the same time, it's been holding for not only a week, not only a month, not only for 2 months, but it's been holding for a year. So to be able to pick the exact day that Nvidia is going to fall is pretty unlikely. It's a very tough thing to do. But I will say, if you are interested on NVDA and you say, hey, Dek, I'm looking for a put, I could understand why. You're at record highs. You're overbought on the RSI. You have room to be able to drop back on down. But the thing is, time and time again, it just keeps going higher and higher and higher. So I would have to give Nvidia still, again, the bulls. I would have to give Nvidia still to the call side. I would still have to give the S&P 500 to the bulls. And I would still have to give S&P 500 to the call side, where we are consistently climbing and moving up higher and higher and higher, and we are still going on up even more here. So that is absolutely huge when we're taking a look over on these plays. So we have the S&P 500 and we have Nvidia. I just kind of wanted to open up the floor here with these plays a little bit more. Now let's talk about another very controversial play here, traders. Let's talk about GameStop. Now GameStop, you guys know I've made a lot of money by going against GameStop, shorting GameStop, and people absolutely hate that. They hate whenever I go against GameStop. And I can understand why. You got, you're in on it, you got money invested, you don't want to hear me say I'm going on the downside. But today I actually wrote out something a little bit different, because there's not a super clear pattern over on GameStop. And remember, guys, I personally don't have a biased opinion. I don't care if GameStop goes up. I don't care if GameStop goes down. I care about making money. So many people are saying, I want GameStop to go up. And it's like, okay, well, you are losing $20,000 at this moment. I don't care. Diamond hands, baby. Diamond hands. You ever see a monkey out in the wild? That's me. I'm an ape. Ow! We don't need that. I don't care about that whatsoever. I care about making money. I care about the chart. So if a chart says go up, I'm going up. If a chart says go down, I'm going down. So I said I would be a liar if I knew exactly what GameStop would do today. Half the people will say it's going to go up, other half say it's going to go down. So let's try to break down what we can. And again, let's trade like a casino, but let's be the house, not the tourist. Let's have the odds in our favor. So what we have here is number one. What I meant to put is GameStop. GameStop is above the 13 EMA on the daily chart. This is one of my favorite indicators and shows when a stock is bullish and when a stock is bearish. 27.93 is the current support line to hold and watch. So if we take a look over on GameStop right here, traders, let's go over and let's take a look over on GameStop. GameStop at this moment does have this green squiggly line. Okay, this green squiggly line right here is GameStop. Okay, or this is the 13 EMA. Whenever you are above this green squiggly line, you are considered bullish. When you're underneath that green squiggly line, you are considered bearish. And as you guys can see, over the last probably 5 days, it's gone under, it's gone above, it's gone under, it's gone above, it's gone right at it. And right now we're basically just sitting at this area. If someone said, is it bullish or bearish at this exact moment? I would say it is currently bullish. GameStop is still currently bullish. But I will say we need some other things. Number two, we need a new form of hype from Roaring Kitty. Let's be honest. The times that GameStop goes the most wild is when Roaring Kitty tweets or he posts some sort of screenshot of his position. We need something to spark this play again to get it up towards new highs. That's what I think is very important. So GameStop right here is basically just sitting between $27 and $30. For the last 5 days, it's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between $25 and $30. We need something to kind of reignite that fire again. And number three, $30 needs to break for that next leg on up. Over the last 5 days, $30 has been an area that buyers could not get above. So when we take a look at this chart, we can clearly see GameStop is known to spike and known to give it all back. It's known to spike and known to give it all back. We can also take a look over on a weekly chart, which I've done a bajillion times. We spike, we give it all back. 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 If you do not want to give it all back, there has to be a reason to not give it all back. If you do not want to give all these gains back on GameStop, something else has to come on out. There has to be some sort of new form of news. There has to be some sort of new form of hype. There has to be some sort of new form of action and activity over on this play to be able to get buyers back in on it. Okay? So I want to make sure that you guys clearly are aware of that when you guys are taking a look over on GameStop here. So GameStop, we will see what's going to happen here today. So again, S&P 500, still slightly bullish. Nvidia, still slightly bullish. GameStop, still slightly bullish. But let's see what else we have. Let's see if there's any sort of penny stock plays that are really jump off the board here and say, all right, this is going to make us a lot of money. What we have first, MBIO. MBIO has gone from 12 cents and it's just spiked all the way up to 43 cents. All right. That's not a bad play in any sort of way. Let's go ahead and take a look at what is the reasoning over here. What is happening over on MBIO? So MBIO, what is the news over on this play? When I take a look, it says MBIO announces favorable efficiency and safety data from complete Wallstrom microgluconemia cohort of phase 1-2 clinical trials of MB106 CD targeted autologous CAR T therapy. Yay! So what we have right here, team, is we have a favorable efficiency. We are completing a favorable efficiency of safety data. So basically what we have is we have a drug that is showing favorable results, going what they want to do. We have a 90% response rate. So it is a good, credible press release. MBIO, excuse me, team, is currently up nearly 200% over on this play. All right. Now, what I want to ask myself is, are there any shares available to short? Because I know that this play is up now 200%. I know this play is probably going to have a lot of room to fall. MBIO, can I short it? Unfortunately, the answer is no. Now, traders, people say, Dek, why would you short this play? It has a good press release. It's up 200%. Let me ask you, what has MBIO done for the last 2 years? Fall and fall and fall and fall and fall and fall and fall. Yes, anytime it spikes, you want to short it back on down. Traders, this is why you love shorting penny stocks. Penny stocks are garbage. Whenever they get hot news, it just pops on up and then crashes right back on down. So what I do every single day is I wait for stocks that have good news. They pop on up and then you short them all the way back down to nothing. If I took a look over on MBIO and I told you, okay, guys, MBIO, for the last 2 years, all this stock has done is fall nearly every single day. You don't want to be the guy that says, oh, great dip buying opportunity. No, guys, it's this stock is falling the last 2 years. It was only at the price of 13 cents. It's not a good company. This is not a company that is going to make you a lot of money. This is a company that most likely is going to fade and fall and start, dropping all the way on down towards nothing. So that is what you guys need to see, and that's what you guys need to realize about these plays. All right? So when we take a look, we got MBIO. We will keep our eyes peeled on it, but unfortunately, there's no shares available to short. What about ALLG? Well, as you guys can see, ALLG just basically moving sideways right now. There's nothing really going on with ALLG. Stock's moving sideways. Whenever you see a stock have a big gap up and move sideways, it usually just always sits sideways. We really don't need that one. What about SCNI? SCNI, this play does not have any news today, but it has been building some of these higher lows, and it is only 1 million in float. A low float stock, anything in that dark blue, is going to be an opportunity for you guys to be able to see a stock go on a very hard squeeze in a very quick manner. So when I take a look over on SCNI, I can see bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. Stock is trying to stay up, trying to stay alive. SCNI is most likely going to be the best chance to be able to have some sort of rip and run today. That is going to be probably the best opportunity for a rip and run. If I had to take a guess, I do think we could start off with a hard morning spike. Even though there's no big credibility, even though there's no big news on this play, SCNI, I could imagine it trying to rip back up towards $7 just because it is a lower float play, just because it is the number 3 top gainer, and just because it is one of the few plays that is up big. MBIO is only up 39 cents, or is only 39 cents. Some people don't like playing stocks underneath $1. ALLG is not making traders money. Remember, we don't care if a stock goes up. We don't care if a stock goes down. We just don't want to get into stocks that are just moving sideways. Moving sideways are boring plays. Then on top of that, guys, we have SCNI. SCNI, this one is currently sitting with under 1 million in float. I think that has the best potential to actually get a little bit of hype. Now, let's see, are there any shares available to short? over on SCNI here. SCNI, we want to go ahead and locate any sort of shares we can. They are, again, available. If I want to get, let's say, get 2,000 shares over on this play, this is going to cost me a little bit of money, $300. And I need to ask myself, is it worth it? Am I going to make $300 and profit over on SCNI? So, Dek, what would be a $300 profit move? I would need to have this move at least 30 cents. Or excuse me, at least 15 cents. Once the stock moves over 15 cents, I would be in the green. So ask yourself, could you make over 15 cents over on this play? And if you think you can make over 15 cents on this play, then yes, it would be worth it to get involved in and start looking at it, which I do think I would be able to do over on SCNI. So we will be watching this one, see if it can spike on up and start getting a little reversal on down. As of now, though, I'm just being straight up with you. There's nothing perfectly clear cut today. The S&P 500 has potential to keep on going up towards new record highs, and it has potential for a little bit of a pullback. Nvidia has potential to keep going up towards new record highs, has potential for a pullback. GameStop has potential to be able to spike on up, back up towards around $30, has potential to start dumping on down. We have MBIO. MBIO, no shares available to short, has potential to run up to 50 cents. But again, this is a play that does not have any sort of shares to short. And then SCNI is the lowest float play that has potential to be able to start squeezing itself on up. If I'm seeing all these opportunities right now, I need to ask myself, what is honestly my favorite play here? Which one do I want to start off by looking at? Well, the great news is we have all of our scanners, which are going to show us which stocks are moving, which one has the best potential to rip and run towards the upside. So we will, of course, be waiting and watching on that. Let's set our scanners up right now. I am going to be putting GameStop up at the very top. I want the S&P 500 on the bottom. And I would say, let's get ourselves ready to rock and roll on this day and just kind of see, where the market takes us. It's the first day back. We're excited to try to make some money. My goal here is I want to see every single person here, excuse me, every single person come out on top. Let me see, where is GameStop resistance at? I want to go back into a 10-minute time frame here. What are we noticing? What are we seeing? All right, GameStop at this time, making this a large chart across the board. I am, again, trying to figure out where is this one going to have some trouble. I would honestly say at this moment, when I take a look at GameStop, I do see a very nice uptrend, but I also would connect some dots and say we also have a downtrend. So I would say at this moment, we kind of have a wedge that might be forming here in the near future. And we could see something big come on out of this wedge. So when I'm taking a look over on GameStop, I do see a top $31. I could see a top $30.50. I could see a top $29.90. I could imagine a top maybe right around $29 or so, right? $29.50 maybe. And then, of course, if this thing ever came back on down, you guys could see a bounce play, a bounce play, a bounce play, and a bounce play. So you guys can see a bounce play at all these areas. Room to fall back, at the start of the day down towards around $27.90. So you do have GameStop, which is inside this larger wedge at this moment. And you might want to keep your eyes peeled to see which way GameStop is going to be heading right at the start of the day here. So I want to make sure that every single trader is all set, ready to rock and roll. Guys, the market opens on up here in about 30 seconds. It looks like GameStop is going to drop right on down towards around $28 right off the rip. It looks like GameStop could get a quick little drop on down towards $28 right off the rip. Just a little heads on up. I am not in anything. You will see exactly when I buy. You will see exactly when I sell. You guys will see everything that I do. So do not worry. Do not think I'm in on anything. I will always show you in real time exactly what I'm doing, exactly what I'm getting myself involved in to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. Okay? So just a little heads on up for every single person. We'll see what's going to be happening over on these plays. GameStop also does have a shareholder meeting at the time of 10:30. Thank you, Schwitzy, for the little heads up over there. And we're going to be watching, what I would like to watch first, guys, is I like to watch the high of the day momentum scanner. I like to see what stock hits a 20 on the high of the day momentum scanner first, showing us that it has some volume, showing it has attention. So a lot of times at the start of the day, I always watch the high of the day momentum scanner and look to see what stock hits a 20 count first. That's going to give us a good idea of what plays, have some good momentum, have some good hype, have some good action behind it. So we have this stock right here. What is this? SCNI. Guys, SCNI. Little bit of a spike on up right at the start over on SCNI. This is a play that we've talked about before. SCNI, this is a stock that easily could spike on up, I think, towards like 725 at the bell. So, you know, SCNI trying to get maybe up towards around 725. No entries for myself right now, team. More just sitting back, watching and waiting, watching to see, you know, how high these plays are going to actually get themselves up to. Let's put SCNI on the bottom level too, though. We got GameStop up on the top level too. And maybe if SCNI starts getting above the price of like 680, we start, you know, maybe getting interested in some possible shorts. We know that there's going to be a lot of opportunities for some fading, some falling, some dropping, some weakness. I'm just waiting back to hear from Fox Runner, Turbulent Market. As you guys know, every single trader here is going to be getting Fox Runner new scanner. So if you are, again, a Tradecaster member, you guys are getting scanners for free for the next 2 months. So yes, guys, this is the scanner that I'm always posting right here. You guys are going to be getting this for free for the next 2 months. That's for, again, Tradecaster members only, so that you guys are all set, ready to go. So again, absolutely fired on up, absolutely excited, ready to rock, and just for being here, just for being a Tradecaster member, we're giving you guys free scanners. So I'm really jacked up about that. I'm just waiting to hear back from them on how, again, you guys can proceed and, you know, be able to get that all set, ready to go. But other than that, though, right now, traders, they have not answered me just yet. But once they do, I will definitely let you guys know. So we're getting ready to rock. Got GameStop still getting a little bit of that push on up. And we also do have SCNI with a little bit of a push on up. So we have a couple little plays here. Still keeping our eyes peeled, watching and waiting. We know, again, GameStop could get up towards around that 29.15-ish mark. Again, go back over towards that 10-minute time frame. 10-minute time frame, where is that top of that channel? Top of that channel would be, again, 29, right around that 29.50 mark. If we get up towards around 29.25 plus, I probably will look for some shorting entries. So just a little heads on up. If we get above 29.25, I probably will look for a short entry over on GameStop and start looking to see if we're going to get a nice little reversal. I'm also watching SNCI to see how high SNCI is going to get up towards. So a couple little plays, you know, that I want to keep on my radar right at this moment. We got GameStop, which I want to stay ready on. I think this could be a great play to be able to get filled on this one, especially if it comes up to this purple line. Now, if anyone's saying, oh, Dek, you know, I don't like your play, tell me why. I always love, again, feedback, but I like to, again, know why your feedback. And if your feedback is, well, I like GameStop, that's not really, again, you know, great feedback. I'm saying to myself, hey, everyone, let's agree on something. We touched the purple line, we fell. We touched the purple line, we fell. We touched the purple line, we fell. If we get near this purple line, let's look for a reversal back on down. I think that's a good, solid game plan that everyone could agree on. Same exact thing if you wanted to do a bounce play. If you wanted to do a bounce play, you could say, hey, Dek, I see a bounce, I see a bounce, I see a bounce, I see a bounce. Hey, if you come on down towards around 28.35, as it did this morning, we bounced right off that area, and then we started moving ourselves back on up. So at this time, it should be bounce plays at bottom purple line, and it would be shorts on the top purple line. That's all it would be. So it's shorts on the top purple line, bounce plays on the bottom purple line. And that's the easy and honest way how to trade this stock. That's the SCNI. SCNI still on that bottom level too. Above $7, things could definitely get interested over on that play. Guys, here comes again GameStop with a little bit of a pop on up. Let's see how high this one can get up towards. Remember, closest to the purple line is the best. That's where, again, reversals could happen. 29.14 was the top so far. So, Dek, what are you going to honestly be looking for? Most likely, I'm going to be doing this, guys. I'm going to be looking for entry here, entry here, entry here, and a stop loss right above it all. So it's going to be entry, 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 stop loss. Dek, why stop loss? Because I only want to risk losing this much. This would be, let's say, $400. I'll risk losing $400. I'll, again, have the reward if it falls back on down, all the way down here, to about $800. So I'm having a 2-to-1 risk ratio. I could lose about 400, but if it does turn and fall like it did here and here and here, and we do get that drop on down, I'll be able to make, you know, $800 plus. So the thing is, have that 2-to-1 ratio, waiting for that entry up near that purple line where it makes sense to me. So I am just kind of sitting back, waiting to see if that can make sense and be able to make some money. SCNI right here, traders. This play has a little bit of an upper shadow, starting to get weaker right now. SCNI starting to get a little bit weaker at this time. S&P 500 still trying to hold on up. Nothing that's popping up too big. IPW holds it on the downside. STRR holds it on the downside. So traders, we are all set, ready to rock. Obviously, I'm fired up on this day. Obviously, ready to rock and roll on this day. Wanted to get after it. Can I ask you guys a question? How's everyone feeling on this day? How's everyone feeling at this moment? Everyone doing good? Everyone again jacked up a little bit? Man, this morning, team, I got a little excited. I got a little fired up on this Money Monday. Again, Money Mondays, I always want to come out hot. I have a morning routine, as I always do. Wake on up, eat a nice jar of peanut butter, go for a 2-mile run, then do a 3,000 burpees, then get my day started. Traders, it's just nice, easy, relaxing, making sure that I'm all set, ready to get after it. Team GME. Yes, guys, 1 full jar of peanut butter every morning when you wake up, and nothing to drink until the entire jar is gone. Okay, try it tomorrow morning. If you need to, start with 25% or 50% reduced fat. Okay, no worries about that if you need to warm up. But I want an entire jar of peanut butter just absolutely shoved down your esophagus into your belly, and you'll be all ready to rock. People say, oh, Deck, is that the secret? It's the secret. Trust me. Now, GameStop. We're watching to see if we can get that pop above that $29 mark. Right now, team, looking to see where this momentum is going to take us. And it's awesome. Awesome seeing everyone over on TikTok today. Awesome seeing everyone over on YouTube today. And then, of course, guys, awesome see you guys over on Tradecaster today. And I got you. I got you. Tradecaster Squad. The best looking trading community in the world, the most knowledgeable trading community in the world, the most profitable trading community in the world. Every single one of our members have 6-packs. Every single one. And if you're saying, Deck, I'm a member and I don't have a 6-pack, you do. Don't worry. It's just we're working on it slowly. We're going to get you there. It's only June. We got July, we got August, we got September. We're going to get you in shape. And it starts with a jar of peanut butter a day. GameStop, guys. 1, 2, 3. We're still waiting for that pop on up towards $29.50. TRNR. Let's see where we're at here. TRNR. $3 up to $6. Okay. Let's throw TRNR on the bottom level too. TRNR. Bottom level 2. $3 up to $6. 50-day moving average coming on up at the price of $7.05. So 705, we do have a moving average. Let's go TRNR. Any shares available to short over on this play? Let's just see. There are shares available to short. They are a little expensive. If I wanted to get 1,000 shares right here, it's going to cost me $98, which the thing is, I would need 10 cents. I would need 10 cents to be able to make it all back, right? So do I think I could get 10 cents out of this play? Now, next thing I want to look at, is there any news or reasoning over on TRNR? TRNR, 1 week ago was the last press release. I don't see any news on this play whatsoever at all. Deck, where would be the best entry over on TRNR? I would like to see it $8 and above. If TRNR can open on up, spike on up a little bit above $8, go from there, that's when I would feel a little bit better on it. We're still waiting for GameStop to get up to $29.50. We got TRNR, which is spiking, got halted at the price around $5.97. There is no news on this. It easily could come crashing all the way back on down. Let's just go over to www.nasdaqtrader.com/trading halts. Take a look over on this, and you guys can see TRNR halted at 9:36 and 12 seconds. We will be getting unhalted at 9:41 and 12 seconds. So 9:41 and 12 seconds, and we'll be all set, ready to get after it and see what's going to be coming on up here next. Let's get ready to rock here, traders. Obviously, absolutely jacked here. Absolutely fired on up. Getting ourselves going. Getting our day going. Getting some momentum here. It's game time, baby. It is absolutely game time. Turn up some tunes right here. Yep, clear. Clear! Put on the tunes. Get some traders excited. Get the energy up. Get the enthusiasm even higher. Shirts off, ladies and gentlemen. Shirts off. TRNR. Guys, SCNI at this time. Also, don't forget about SCNI. SCNI, I do think it's going to get up towards like 750 and then pop right back on down. I think SNCI is due for a quick little spike up towards around 750 and then a crack right back on down. If SCNI starts getting above $7, let's keep that one on high watch and high alert for a short back on down. So we have not pulled the trigger yet. and it's just because we're waiting for that best opportunity. Dek, what are we looking for? Number one, we're looking for SCNI to spike back up towards around pre-market highs. This stock does not have any sort of news. This stock has a low float, should go on a quick spike and give it all back when it does. On top of that, we have GameStop. GameStop, we can clearly see where we have support, where we have resistance. Resistance up high, support down low. Resistance up high, support down low. Resistance up high, support down low. Resistance up high, that's where we're looking to go for the reversal back on down. TRNR. This play is now live. TRNR, we're looking for an entry on this price above $8. If TRNR can start getting above the price, I would say of $7.50, we want to get ready to rock and roll over on this play. It might actually get halted if it spikes back up towards around $7.50. There is no big news I see on this play. We just hit the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average is this little blue line. I think we're going to go slightly above the blue line and then start falling. So TRNR, longs right now. Buyers, I think, are going to steal this until about $8 plus. So we are, again, getting ourselves fired up here, traders. Waking up here. Yep, I like betting against companies. I like betting against stocks. I like basically saying, hey, I think these stocks are going to fade and fall, and you make money as they go down. That's what I like. That's how I make my money. Betting against companies. So I look at penny stock companies and I say, okay, a penny stock company is not a good, credible company. A penny stock company is a stock that's usually been falling for multiple months. If I see a stock that's been falling for the last year straight and it's gone all the way from $60 to $7, is it a good company? The answer is no, probably not a good company. So anytime it spikes, it usually gives back all of its gains. If it gives back all of its gains, I can make money from that. Instead of trying to pick the low price one that might go on a big time spike, I could wait for all of them to go on spikes and know that they're going to most likely come crashing all the way back on down. So I like to go against penny stocks because they're already bad companies. The odds are now in my favor. We got up towards a high of 782 so far over on TRNR. TRNR got up to a high of 782. Almost again. Almost got that little break up towards around $8. Can this one be able to squeeze and spike back on up? It's definitely fighting. It's definitely trying here. A lot of people are trying to short TRNR. Right now, team, there's actually no shares available to short TRNR at this time. So I actually have to wait a little bit. Someone keep me updated when you guys are able to get shares again. MBIO is also unshortable. So MBIO, unfortunately, is unshortable on light speed. I cannot short that play. GameStop never came up to our entry either. GameStop never came on up towards, again, $29.50. We got up to $29.18. So remember, traders, when I'm trading, I like to trade with confidence. I don't like to gamble. I like to make sure when I pull the trigger that I am in the green. I like to make sure that I like my entries. I don't want to get filled at plays where I don't feel comfortable on it. Right now, team, we got MBIO. We're watching TRNR. That one is, again, high watch. SCNI also starting to dump back on down. CNSP. A lot of plays at this moment I think are just going to be a little bit. We're just watching here. Right now, traders, we are still watching TRNR. TRNR. This play still looking for that big spike. I have not been able to locate any shares to short just yet, though. It is still locates unavailable. So I'm waiting for this to become available, and they usually will. But, you know, it's okay. I want to short this above $8, up near $8.40, up near $8.50 anyway. So I'm waiting and watching on that. GameStop still hasn't done anything. We have not missed any play. Again, you go through the top gainers on the day. TRNR. Obviously, we're watching this one right now. We're trying to get involved in it if it breaks $8. MBIO. This was a play that unfortunately did not have any shares available to short. All it's done so far is go on down. Traders, use your head. Think about it. Okay, everyone take a look here. MBIO has been a stock that has been falling for the last year and a half. Okay? It came out with a little press release this morning. What do you think it's going to do? It's going to fall. It's not a good company. We have fallen from $5 to the price of 10 cents. It's not a good stock. Don't be a guy that says, oh, the stock's been falling for the last 12 months. Oh, it came out with a good press release. Time to buy it. No, all of these companies are garbage. We think about the stock market and we automatically think that there's tons of good companies. Guys, there's over 9,000 plays. Let's take a look at this right now. There are over, I believe, 9,000 stocks out there. Let's go screener. There's 9,542 stocks out there. How many stocks are actually good, credible companies? Out of 9,542, I'd probably say 1,000. I'd probably say there are 1,000 good companies. I would probably say that there are 8,500 companies which are absolute garbage, which everyone just shorts every single day. People make money in the market by going against companies that just aren't going to be well. Anyone can open up a company, put it on the stock market, and then you hope people invest in your company. Take a look right here, guys. NBIO. Take a look at this play. For the last year and a half, guess what it's done? Just fade, fall, fade, fall, fade, fall. Take a look over on TRNR. What has it done for the last year and a half? Fade, fall, fade, fall, fade, fall. SCNI, guess what it's done over the last year and a half? Fade, fall, fade, fall, fade, fall. VRO, what has it done? Fade, fall, fade, fall. LICY, LICY. Does everyone realize how every single company has just been fading and falling and dropping? Because they're not blue chips. Blue chips like Tesla and Google and Apple, those are good companies. We don't short those. Everything else you can short. You bet against these companies, you make money as stocks fall. That's what's so amazing about them. So I want you guys to always be realizing that. And that's why, again, the odds are in your favor when you short these plays. So right now we're all set here. I think like the biggest mistake I see a lot of times in the stock market is when traders, again, take a look at like MBIO or a stock similar to this. And they say, oh, Dek, no, I did a lot of research. You know, they're looking like a great company that's going to turn it around, you know, next year. Stop living in pipe dream land and just live in, you know, reality land, which is these plays fall. Stop trying to buy a lottery ticket. Stop trying to gamble. We know 9 out of 10 of these plays are going to start crashing on down. Go with that. Understand that. Realize that. And this also, so George over on YouTube says, bro, how are you going to short MBIO, Robinhood, E-Trade, Thinkorswim doesn't allow options on it. Guys, we don't trade options. We short shares. So I'm going to be very blunt. I'm going to be very honest. I'm going to actually sound a little mean here for a second. You have to use certain brokers that allow shorting shares. So if I'm telling you right now that nearly 8,000 plays are going to fall over time, if I'm telling you right now that there's really only a select 500 great companies and the majority of them are going to come crashing on down, and if I'm telling you right now that the odds are in your favor if you bet against stocks, especially smaller stocks that don't have a lot of opportunity, and I say you short shares, we're not doing options here. We're shorting shares, and you say, oh, E-Trade doesn't allow that. Robinhood doesn't allow that. TD Ameritrade doesn't allow that. And people say, oh, I can't do it. Guys, change your broker. If I'm wearing pants that don't fit well, I wear new pants. If I'm, again, getting into a car and the car is going and it has a flat tire, I'm going to get a new car. If you are using a broker that doesn't allow shorting, you have to use a different broker. So the thing is, who do I use? You guys know I use Lightspeed, right? That's who I like to use. And they allow me to short all these plays. So again, people always give me that message and say, oh, I can't short it. Okay, then use a broker that allows shorting, right? So, you know, as you guys know, that's who I use. So that you guys are all set, ready to rock. Boom, boom, boom. Just posted again, discount link for you guys so that you guys are all good. So right now we got all these plays. We're watching and waiting. GameStop here, traders. Nagaska, Dek, you got a new car because your tire... Hey, that's the type of trader I am. If a tire is flat in my life, I don't get, you know, a new tire. I trade it in for a new car. If I get a barbecue stain on a t-shirt, I don't, again, throw it in the washer. I get a brand new t-shirt. If I, again, walk into my house, if I walk into my home, and I see a little bit of dust on the countertops, I go out and I buy a new house. That's the type of trader you want to be, okay? If I walk in and my fiance, if she does not look beautiful, I get rid of her and I get a new fiance immediately. Hold yourself to some high expectations, people. Let's go. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready for a new day. GameStop still again not popping itself on up. We've gone over this game plan a few times. Waiting for, again, top purple line. Top purple line's where I have the most confidence. Guys, remember, throw your biased opinions out the window. We don't want them. We don't care about them. Hey, I like GameStop. Oh, I'm a diamond hands. Oh, I like, I'm an ape. Dek, I'm an ape. I have diamond hands. I'm currently down $30,000, but I love GameStop. Guys, throw that all out the window. Hits the purple line, falls on down. Hits purple line, falls on down. Hits purple line, falls on down. We can also see right here. Hits bounce play. Bounce play, bounces on up. Bounce play, bounces on up. Bounce play, bounces on up. I play the chart. I'm here to make money, right? I don't care if I'm part of some sort of monkey group. All right, that's fine. That's great. But the thing is, I'm here to make money. I'm here to make cash. So GameStop, we're watching to see if we're going to hit this top in reverse, hit this top, reverse, hit this top in reverse. TRNR. Is this one starting to move itself on up? Woo! Let's get after it. Guys, TRNR. Still a hot play. Still trying to move itself on up. Any shares available to short at this time? Dang it. Still, at this moment, guys, no shares available to short. We need, again, we need shares available to become short here pretty soon. So I cannot bet against this company until shares become available to short. So again, no shares available to short. Right now, TRNR is still trying to move itself on up, though. It is a good play. Got up to the price of $8.40 so far. There were shares available earlier, but the thing is, probably a lot of people located and got them because they think TRNR is going to fall. So there were shares available to short earlier this morning, but not at this moment. So this play, TRNR, still watching this one. Dek, where is it usually a target? 875 is usually the perfect target. Usually right around 875 is where we see these low float rippers from $4, $5, $6 run up to. It's either gonna be 875 or $10 at the reversal area. So I would love to be able to have some shares to short. I still don't, guys, I don't have any right now. So unfortunately, I can't pull the trigger until I can get the green light. Let's just see if this thing can keep on pushing at 875. We are hitting a high of the day right now at 840. Right now, this play is still trying to push on up. If you want to, you can go on the long side. So, Dek, do you ever buy stocks? Do you ever want to buy these plays? So the thing is, I am not a huge fan of buying breakouts after they have already broken on out. I don't want to see a stock that's already up 185%, knowing it's not a good company, knowing that it could turn around at any moment, and I'm the person that's buying at the very tippity top. Let me ask you guys a question. How many people here have ever jumped into a play and the moment you jump in on it, it starts falling in the opposite direction? It seems like the market waited for you to just jump in absolutely perfectly. I'll tell you exactly why that happens, okay? Because I feel like so many people have gone through that before. How many times have you ever jumped into a play, the moment you jump in, the stock moves in the opposite direction? You say, what the heck is going on? How is this even possible? Is someone watching me? The moment I pull the trigger, the moment I finally feel good about jumping into a play, it goes in the opposite direction. I'll tell you exactly why that happens. It comes down to mindset. It comes down to your mentality. Where you see a stock such as TRNR, you see that this play has now gone from $4 all the way up towards $8, and you're saying, man, this is a breakout. I can't wait to make money. And you pull the trigger right now at $8. Well, remember, you are pulling the trigger on a stock after it has already moved $5 on the day. You are pulling the trigger on a stock that's already up 175%. You are pulling the trigger on a stock that over the last 6 months, this has just been a falling and failing company. So let me ask you a question. Is this actually a good play? There's no news. There's no credibility. The stock's been falling for the last 6 months. You're buying it after a $5 rip. It's up 175%, and you're buying it at the tippity top, the highest that it's been in the last 2 months, because now you're saying, oh, well, it's breaking out, so when I buy it, it should keep on going higher. No, you're either in early or you're shorting it up here. So for me, I like to be in early. I like to be the guy that's starting off these rips, be the guy that's holding these plays on up, or I'm going to be the guy that's saying, okay, hey, we're up over 100%. I have a better chance looking for the short back on down. You a lot of times are going to get yourself in on the wrong side. Stock goes up, we feel like it's a chance to buy. No, it's the best time to short. Stock goes down, oh, Dek, it's a great time to short. No, get ready, it's time for a dip buy. The old saying is, buy low, sell high. Not buy at new highs, hoping it goes up even higher. And the selling, it's not short at the lowest point and hopefully it goes lower. Stock trading is a game of opposites. We see a monster spike, get ready for a profit taking and a sell-off. We see a sell-off, get ready for a dip buy and new opportunities. So that's what you guys always need to be thinking about when you guys are trading these stocks. Stock trading is a game of opposites. Don't be, again, part of the mob, pushing up other people's profits. Be a person that you're saying to yourself, okay, hey, I'm going to be looking for the reversals. Guys, still no, again, shares available to short right now in TRNR. Nothing I can do on that play, unfortunately. Nothing I can do on TRNR right now. Nothing. Hollywood Loaf saying, Deck, I just joined this morning for the first time. I'm halfway done with my jar of peanut butter. I'm already enjoying the live. I like it. I like where you're at. I like what you're feeling. I like what you're about, Hollywood. You got the mindset. You got the characteristics. You're the type of person that we want to work with. Shout out to everyone here in this community. Gone up to the price of $8.50 over on TRNR. $8.50 TRNR. That might do it here soon. How's GameStop at? GameStop $28.60. Not missing anything over there. MEDS, guys. MEDS. Meds. All right, let's go take a look over on MEDS. MEDS here, traders. This is an interesting play. So take a look here. MEDS, there are shares available short, which means we can bet against this company. MEDS, for 1,000 shares, it costs $37. Okay? So you guys can see right here. $2,000 over on MEDS, $75. I'm going to accept that. 2,000 shares, $75. Now I'm all set, ready to rock and roll. So this is a play so far. It's gone from $6, ripped up to $8, ripped up to $11. This play definitely has a lot of opportunity to be able to move either up or down. How much higher can this play get up to? I think MEDS is live right now. Hold on, it's live right now, I believe. And let's see how much higher this play can get up towards. It has a monster spread, which makes it very difficult to trade. You guys can see we opened on up and actually just came crashing right back on down. I haven't even had a chance to even put an order in. But it is live right here at this moment. Keep your eyes peeled over on MEDS. Let's see if we can get back up towards around $11 or so. So MEDS, let's see if we can get back up towards around $11. Let's see if this thing can, get a possible opportunity for us. I want to see. Oh, it's getting halted on the downside. So halted on the downside right now over on MEDS. This play basically, again, spiked on up, already came crashing on down. That's how fast some of these plays are. Guys, the stock market waits for no one. It always makes me giggle. Makes me giggle inside when sometimes people say, oh, Deck, you're doing things too fast. Can you slow down? Oh, Deck. Guys, is MEDS waiting for anyone? No. Is GameStop waiting for anyone? No. We can't. Unfortunately, I want to, but I can't say, hey, everyone pause. MEDS, don't move. Come on. Steven's got to get in. Come on, Steven. Come on. Hold on. Everyone, time out. It's Steven. Come on. You in? Okay. Game on. The stock market is millions and billions and trillions of dollars going through it. You got to be ready. If you're not ready, if you're not experienced, if you're not prepared, that's on you. You got to make sure, again, you're all set, ready to get after it. So let's make sure that we're all set here. And yes, if you're underneath the PDT rule, you can still short. You can still pull the trigger. You have, again, margin. You have buying power. You could say, but obviously you're just going to be limited on your trades. So you have to be, again, waiting for that perfect opportunity. You have to be saying to yourself, all right, hey, if I only have a limited amount of trades underneath the PDT rule, I want to make sure that I'm getting ready to absolutely crush it. TRNR still trying to build itself on up. TRNR at this moment, still trying to build. That one is, refusing to kind of let go at this time. Still no shares available to short. TRNR trying to still try to get some momentum. MEDS, I like how it's active. I hate that it has a large spread, but I love that it's active. MEDS. Remember, I don't care if stock goes up or if stock goes down. I want activity. That's all I care about. I want activity. Nvidia, a little bit wild. How's GameStop doing? GameStop getting a little bit weaker, guys. GameStop getting a little bit weaker at this time. It's not really doing too much though today. Not really doing too much at this moment. MEDS. Let's see what time MEDS comes out live. NASDAQ.com/trader halts. When we take a look over on MEDS, 958 in the market. Going to get unhalted at 10:03. Remember, guys, so far on this day, we've been live for about an hour now. We've been live for about an hour. Now, that's been, a very solid hour, but at the same time, we haven't seen anything huge. Sometimes traders get discouraged. They say to themselves, man, I haven't traded anything in 10 minutes, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. It does not matter. At 4 o'clock, this bell rings. At 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, we want to ask ourselves, how much money do we have? If I make a trade at 10 o'clock, if I make a trade at 11 o'clock, if I make a trade at 2 o'clock, it's about 4 o'clock. When that bell goes off, how much money is in our account? No one cares if you make it within 10 minutes, if you make it within an hour, if you make it within 2 hours. It's about waiting for clear-cut opportunity. We know that there's 9,500 stocks in the market. We need to find one play that all we have is tons of predictability. We need to find one play where we are saying to ourselves, all right, hey, this makes sense. We need to find one play where we say, all right, hey, there's a lot of good opportunity for us right now. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for that one play, that one chance, that one stock right there. 10:53, 26 seconds. MEDS is going to be coming back live. MEDS coming back live. I'm thinking about giving MEDS a chance. It does have a larger spread. See if MEDS could maybe get me filled on a chance. I would stay very tight on it, little heads on up. But I would probably say if this one could get back up towards what was the high of the day, 1090, I'd maybe again throw in some entries, some like 250 shares at a time at the price I would say of like 1030. Click sell and have some entries on this. I would say again maybe the price of 1050. I would probably say at the entries of 1015. I would probably say at the entries of 1045. So I'd just be looking to see if I can go ahead and get filled on this when it gets filled, when it opens on up, and see if I could get a quick little move on up and a dump on down. If I ever go deep in the red, I would get out though right away. So I want to see if MEDS could open on up. I could get filled, and it looks like it's just crashing right away. But let's just see here. Let's just see. It looks like it's already dumping. So the thing is, traders, this is kind of what I'm referring to. These plays just go on big spikes and they just come crashing right back on down. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get filled on this play, but look how much money there could be made. These plays just go straight on up and they just come straight back on down the majority of the time. Straight on up, straight back on down. So I'm going to cancel these orders. There's no point of really holding them at this time, but these stocks, straight on up, straight back on down. There's nothing really too great about it. And that's why, you always want to be looking for these shorts, these shorting opportunities here. GameStop still at 28.65. TRNT or TRNR, taking a look at this at 7.45, 7.50. This one looks like it's starting to give a lot back, TRNR. TRNR, little bit of a bull flag pattern. Might get another attempt up towards around $8. Still looking to see if there's any shares available short. Unfortunately, there is not. So, no trades for myself thus far on this Money Monday. If you guys are seeing something big, if you guys are seeing something crazy, please let me know. Obviously, we're a team here. We have over 2,000 people watching over on Tradecaster. We have over 300 people over on YouTube. We have over 1,000 people over on TikTok. Let's make sure that we're all set, ready to get after it. But we want to make sure as a team, we're not missing anything. We want to make sure as a team, we all have opportunity. But I would rather stay disciplined than just be in the red. I would rather stay disciplined than just throw money away. I would rather stay disciplined than say to myself, hey, you know what? Not going to put myself in those positions. Stay smart here, traders. Stay alive. Stay looking good. Right now, TRNR. GameStop still watching for that break of $29. TRNR still one of the best plays out there at this moment. Ready to rock and roll, ready to go, ready to get after it here. Anyone watch the US Open yesterday? A little bit of golf? Man, I feel bad for Rory. Kinda. Not really, but a little bit. Guy's missing 2-foot putts. Imagine missing a 2-foot putt. And this 2-foot putt, guys, is worth $2.5 million. Imagine missing one putt and missing out on $2.5 million. First place, I think, got $4.3 million. Second place got like $2.3 million. $2 million a putt. There's some pressure. I got you. There's some pressure. But at the same time, get dialed in. Get dialed in. Right now, TRNR, we're still watching that one. See if that one is going to pop. I want to wait for, again, that one big pop, that one big crazy one on the day. GameStop right here. We're still watching to see if GameStop's going to get back above $29. GameStop's been a little stagnant, been a little slow, been a little dead today. MBIO, there's no shares available short. SCNI, this one is starting to fade on down here slightly. Could easily go all the way on down towards around like 450 by the end of the day. I could imagine SCNI fading all the way down towards like 450 by the end of the day. It just seems like it's starting to get a little bit weaker. You know, SCNI, this is a stock that if you guys take a look over on this chart setup, there is the bullish side to the bearish side. You guys can see how this works. When you guys draw your trend lines out, you guys can get a lot of consistency. Okay? I am a huge fanatic of just drawing trend lines, understanding how other traders are perceiving a play. If I took a look over on CSNI, I would say, or SCNI, I would say it spikes on up, it falls on down. Finds support, spikes on up, it falls on down. It finds support, it spikes on up, it falls on down. It cracked its trend line. Now as it cracked its trend line, watch for it to fall on down as it's gone from inside the channel on an uptrend going bullish to now going to the bearish side. We can all see that, right? And it's almost like the same exact thing when we take a look over on GameStop. GameStop at this moment, we take a look over on this. Let's go back over to a 10-minute time frame. We could see that we're inside this channel. If we break this channel, we could squeeze above 30. If we go underneath this channel, we could start seeing some weakness. Little heads on up, GameStop does have a shareholder meeting in 22 minutes from now. We might see some action right around the time of 10:30. Little heads on up for you guys, for every single trader. Could see some action right around 10:30 over on GameStop. MEDS, yeah, unfortunately, MEDS, I wanted to try to short that one above $10. It just spiked up too high. I was not able to get filled. So MEDS, guys, this one probably is going to go back on down towards around like $7.75. But, you know, the best entry would be as close as you can towards around $10. But MEDS has been a quick, hard little spike. And remember, what goes up comes on down. What goes up comes on down. TRNR here. We're looking for a little bit of that good opportunity on all of these here. Traders, let me ask you guys right now, what's your favorite play? What's your favorite stock? What's your favorite opportunity? What's your favorite move right now? I want to see something bigger. I want to see something more exciting. I want to see something a little bit, wild. What is your favorite play at this time? Because right here, team, I'm waiting for something that's going to show me a little bit more life. And it seems like, if anything, we might have to squeak one out like a quick play. Because, buying volume is getting a little bit lower. We might have to squeak out a little bit of a play here. EMKR just went from 90 cents to $1.20. If I wanted to get 10,000 shares, it costs $50. That's not too bad. 10,000 shares over on EMKR costs $50. That's like barely anything. Let's see what we have here over on EMKR. This stock, no news I'm seeing. No news, no reason other than a break of the 13 EMA. I would say room to run up into the 130s. If I start seeing EMKR into the 130s, I'm probably going to start looking for some shorts. So EMKR, watch to see if that one can get a little bit of a pop on up. We know that the majority of these plays are doing what? Spiking on up, coming on down. Just like when we take a look over on MEDS, spike on up, coming crashing on down. Just like when we take a look over on SCNI. SCNI, take a look over on this play, spike on up, start crashing on down. right? You know, we know that these ones are just, you know, basically these little pumps on up that are not going to hold up their gains very well. So EMKR just kind of came out of nowhere right there. Went from a $1 break, shot up towards around that 119, 120 area. Looking to see. Let's go back over towards right here, EMKR. 1,000 shares I like to always look at. See if that one can maybe squeeze and get our day started here a little bit. Stock is up 38%, has gone from 91 cents up towards 122. Looking to see if we can pop on up towards around that 130 mark, start adding some shares and see if we could fade on down a little bit. What goes up comes on down, especially a stock that does not have any sort of news. Does have the 13 EMA break today, which definitely brought it a little bit of hype. That broke again, that 90 cent mark. Started getting a little bit of attention towards the upside. EDRY. Nope, nothing I'm really seeing right there on EDRY. A little bit light volume right now. I want to see a little bit more activity, a little bit more action here. I'm waiting for a little bit more here at this time, team. How is Bitcoin doing? I haven't looked at Bitcoin in like 2 weeks. What is Bitcoin sitting at this time? 65,000. Ooh, Bitcoin actually has been dropping a little bit. So over the last few days, again, Bitcoin has actually been coming back on down. I was going to say, I haven't really heard of too much over on Bitcoin at the time. At this moment, you know, Bitcoin's been a little bit quiet, I feel like. LICY, 50-day moving average, very strong resistance, right at the price of 520. Needs to hold $5 to keep going on up. Underneath $5, you can definitely start seeing more weakness. EMKR, interested over on this one right now. If you're saying, Dek, why are you interested over on EMKR? Just because it's a stock that's up. It's a stock that, you know, did just get a quick little pop, and stocks that go on quick little pops could easily be stocks that get, you know, nice little pullbacks back on down. You know, we could go after it, you know, look for a, you know, a little bit of money and see if this one can rip and run up towards its old spiking highs. Dek, where's the old spiking high? Go back into a larger time frame. 30-minute time frame. Nope, let's go back into a 60-minute time frame. 60-minute time frame here. Where was the old spiking high? I'm going to put an orange line across the board and scroll on back here. And you guys can see this huge sell-off. It would be this old spiking high right here, which is actually right at 121. 121 is an old spiking high area, followed by 145. So 121 followed by 145. 121 is still holding on up at this moment. 121 is definitely a very tough line. We broke through very strong resistance already of 114, 115. It's having a lot of trouble right around that 121 mark, though. 121's tough, then it could go all the way up towards around 145. So EMKR, just trying to keep you guys aware of that one. Still trying to stay alert, still trying to stay alive. Guys, EMKR still getting a little bit of a push right here. EMKR, little bit of a push. Getting ready for a possible short entry if this one can't hold its gains. Just, you know, at least get my day started a little bit. I want to get involved. But the good news is EMKR is also pretty slow. It's not like it's the fastest play in the world. EMKR getting a little bit weaker here, traders. Come on, what are you going to do here for us, EMKR? Going to get a little bit of pullback, maybe get a little upper shadow for us. Start seeing a little reversal. First little red candle right here. I know, again, we all want something a little bit more exciting. I know we all want something a little bit more crazy. I'm just looking for every opportunity that we have to be able to make money. I would still love to see GameStop, you know, be able to come back on down, get a crash. I would love to be able to see, you know, SCNI go crazy. I would love to see TRNT, right? TRNR. Where's that one at right now? That one's still sitting all the way up near around $8. TRNR. So EMKR right here. EMKR, guys, there's that dump. So again, you know, if you didn't pull the trigger on anything, it's no big deal right now. But notice what we have. What goes up comes on down. right? What goes up comes on down. It's a much easier way to trade by realizing, of course, you know, whatever spikes, we are most likely going to be seeing a big dump in the future. So just like that, what goes up comes on down, and take a look at that dump right now, traders. You know, we came on up towards around that 125 mark, couldn't hold its gains, and now starting to fade and fall even more. So a little bit light in volume at this moment. Little bit light in volume at this time, a little bit weaker at this time. No forcing, stay disciplined. We're going to wait for that, you know, true move that we all feel very good about. TRNR, we'll still be watching that one. MBIO, that one's coming on down. SCNI, that one's been getting weaker. EMKR, that just had a little bit of a dump. GOSS, not really that much volume. And then obviously we have been watching GameStop as well to see GameStop, what's this play going to do. We take a look over on GameStop. We do want to go back over into that 10-minute time frame. Guys, 10-minute time frame, take a look at GameStop. 10-minute time frame, GameStop has room to come on down towards around 27.80. Obviously, there's been a lot of weakness right now. GameStop, though, traders, getting weaker. Room to fall down towards around 27.80 right now. Can everyone see what we have? Top resistance, top resistance, top resistance. GameStop, room to fall down towards around 27.80. That's where, again, the next potential bounce play. If it cracks this wedge, room to keep on dropping and room to keep on fading and falling. Little bit of a wedge, but things are getting weak over on GameStop. What did it just come on down towards at this time? We take a look at it. 27.90 it just came on down to. I was saying 27.80, just came on down towards around 27.90. Small little dip buy and bounce play already starting right here at this moment. So a little bit light right now, traders. A little bit light. I want something. I want to go crazy. I want to rip off my shirt. I want to go a little bit nuts here, but we got to wait for it. MEDS working itself back on up. MEDS is trying. MEDS working itself back on up. We're still trying to get there, guys. Right now we got MEDS obviously staying alert. See if this one could be able to U-shape its way back on up. What I do like about MEDS, as I said, it has a larger spread, but there is money to be made out of this play. It's a little bit scary over on MEDS, but the fact is that MEDS has gone on this very nice rip and move, and it's active. If a stock can go from $6 all the way up towards around $11, right? It could easily go from $11 back on down to $7.50. It could easily go all the way back on down and get some weakness. I might look for an entry coming on up over on MEDS as long as it stays around or underneath $10. I would, again, want to see maybe a $10 quick little touch, be some strong resistance, and then maybe, again, start getting a pullback from there. So I'm going to watch. See if MEDS spike on up towards around that $10 mark. Stay underneath $10. Start getting some weakness up there. I would check that thing on out. So I'm just going to, right now, little heads on up, throw some orders and surround $10. Throw some orders up and around $10, surround $10. See if I can get filled at around the $10 mark and see if I can pull back on down towards around $8. Stop loss would be probably up towards around like $10.20. So it's like, you know, I just want to throw some orders up high. See if I could ever get filled if this one ever wanted to come back on down. But you can already see spike on up, already starting to drop. Little bit weaker today, as we said, guys. We're fighting a little bit of low volume. Now we have to find balance. We have to find balance between fighting to be able to jump into a play and obviously doing the right thing. Now, what's the right thing? The right thing is right here, traders, being disciplined. Now, that's just straight up with you. If I want to be a smart trader today, the right thing is to be disciplined. The right thing is about using my head and saying, all right, hey, let me make sure I'm doing things right. I don't want to be forcing. I don't want to be gambling. I don't want to put myself in positions that I could possibly, you know, take big losses on. Seal EMKR, what if we shorted at around 124 but with a tight stop at 126? I understand that we're way too far below the resistance of 145. Again, EMKR, if you did a short at 124 and put a stop loss at 126, the thing is you're doing something great. And what are you doing great? You have such a quick stop loss. You have such a tight stop loss that yes, I'm not opposed to that. If you see a stock that's up 50% and you know 125 is usually a strong resistance line, hey, let me give this a chance. It's looking a little bit weaker. Let me give it a chance. Let me put a stop loss 3 cents above. I'm going to buy 10,000 shares. Worst case scenarios, I lose $300. Best case scenarios, it crashes on down, I make $1,000. You're risking $300 to win $1,000. You are, again, having a tight stop loss, and you have room to run on the opposite side. Absolutely. See, I don't see any issue with that in any sort of way. All right, now, Apple. Can I go over Apple? Apple at this moment has been doing fantastic. Why is it doing fantastic? Guys, as I said earlier, basically all you have to do in the stock market world right now is say the word AI. If I was a company on the stock market, I would be just putting out press releases left and right with the words artificial intelligence. That's all it is. Guys, Apple had one of its biggest days I've ever seen in existence. Right here. What happened? They said that they are working on a brand new artificial intelligence. They are working on their Apple AI. And guess what? Everyone got excited. Traders, okay, some people might get angry with me at this moment. But there's part of me that wants to say that AI is completely over-exaggerated in every single way. Let's think about it. If you say the words AI, you make money. Nvidia, AI, you make money. SMCI, you say the words AI, you make money. Let's just take a look at these plays here. You ready for this? Let's go back over the monthly chart. Apple said the words artificial intelligence. They went crazy. Nvidia is making artificial intelligence chips. They go crazy. SMCI, you say the word artificial intelligence, they go crazy. AMD, chips of artificial intelligence, they go crazy, right? We know. It's just if you say the word, hey, we're going to do anything with AI, you go crazy. Meta, we are buying AI chips, we go crazy. Microsoft, hey, we're getting involved in AI, you go crazy. That's all it is. Team, can I ask you a serious question? Has anyone's lives changed in any way from any AI that has come out yet? No. Oh, Dek. Oh, but ChatGPT is really cool. You get to type questions in it, and it gives you answers. Ah! Oh, Dek, AI is so cool. Sometimes I took a picture of a monkey, and I said, can you put a hat on this monkey? And it was artificial intelligence who put a hat on the monkey. Ah! Traders, I get it. AI is very hot. It's a very hot thing. But at this exact moment, at this exact second, I have not used any sort of AI in any sort of way in my life. In any sort of way. Nothing in my life has changed from AI in any way. It's more of just a big hype thing at this moment. And you know what? I'm sure one day there will be a lot of crazy AI. Maybe there will be robots walking around, and maybe there will be a whole bunch of this and that. But the thing is, that's not at this moment. It's not at this moment. It's not right now at this exact second. Right now, traders, it's 10:24 in this time. 10:24, waiting to kind of see what happens. Also, a sign of traders. We know GameStop getting very weak right now. 2780 should be a small bounce play over on GameStop. GameStop 2780 should be a small bounce play over on GameStop if anyone's interested on it. 10-minute time frame, take a look. GameStop is currently testing bounce, bounce, bounce. Here's again, first potential bounce. Now in 5 minutes from now, 5 minutes, you guys do have a shareholder meeting over on GameStop. That could lead towards a possible sell-off down to $26, or it could possibly bounce its way back on up. But you might get some random activity within the next 5 minutes because of GameStop's shareholder meeting. If you start going underneath the price of $27.80, we could possibly start fading and falling and start dropping. So, heads on up, $27.80, we might start fading all the way on down. NITO. NITO just a little popped on up. NITO. Little bit of a random spike right on up over on NITO. Stock just went all the way from 80 cents to $1.30. Let's take a look at it, guys. NITO. Ripping right now. Went up to $1.30 at this moment. Is this a play that we'd want to get ourselves involved into? As you guys can see, very quick spike. Very quick little drop right back on down. Stock just went from 80 cents right on up to $1.30 opportunity. If you want to, you could definitely pull the trigger. We know that a lot of these plays are doing what? Basically going straight on up and then coming straight back on down. That's what we've seen. Straight on up, straight back on down. Pump and dumps, throughout this entire day. Whatever goes on up is coming right back on down. We have not seen a lot of clarity. We have not seen a lot of plays hold its gains. We haven't seen a lot of plays with news. What is happening here? We are seeing a lot of plays that are on social media. People that have large communities saying, hey, everyone, let's buy NITO at the same exact time. Maybe it's going to turn into something big. Right? That's what traders are doing. They're saying to themselves, oh, Dek, hey, let's all buy this stock at the same time. Maybe it'll turn into some ginormous, rip and run. Maybe it'll turn into some ginormous mover. Right? And that's not really, the way that we want to trade. We don't want to be pumping plays on up. If anything, let's dump the plays that get pumped on up. So that's the way I like. People say, oh, Dek, when you short, is that legal? Is that allowed? 100%. We are, again, basically keeping the market in the right place. All these other people are using their power and influence and their followers to just pump plays on up and try to make money off them. We go after on the short side and we say, oh, let's go against them. Let's go ahead and bring it on down. We know that these plays aren't good. We know these plays aren't credible. Let's go ahead and short these plays. Right now, traders, this one is getting very weak here. Watch it. NITO as that next possible move. MEDS. No, I don't have my MEDS orders live right now. Where's MEDS at? Nope. Yeah, I don't have MEDS orders live at this moment. We got NITO at this moment, guys, though. Still trying to stay alive here. Come on, MITO. NITO looks like it's just going to fade. Looks like it's going to fall right back down towards $1. If you guys are short on that play, you guys are fine. And, it just, again, what gets pumped on up, dumps right back on down. If you want to, next pump and dump you see, go ahead, grab shares, short it, make money on the downside. Easy money, guys. Don't be a person that says, oh, a stock's going on up, let me buy it. Worst thing you can do. Be a person that says, oh, a stock's going on up. What's the reason? There is none. Short it back down to nothing. That's the mindset I want you guys to start getting yourself involved in. That's the idea I want you guys to start getting. So let's see here. Team NITO still staying alive. SCNI, what's that one been doing? SNCI still trying to hold on up. TRNR, this one's finally getting a little bit of a drop at this moment, but TRNR actually has been holding its gains rather well. It really has been. TRNR has been holding its gains rather well. GameStop starts its meeting, team. Little heads on up. GameStop starts its meeting in the next 1 minute. Watch for a quick pop on up and then a possible fade back on down. Traders, go back over to a 10-minute time frame. 10-minute time frame over on GameStop. We can see we are right at trouble at this moment. It needs the bounce here. GameStop needs the bounce here, or there is going to be some trouble over on the stock. We've gone from 29.18 down towards around 27.80. Stock is sitting on support right now. I told you that the low of the day was most likely going to be what? 27.80, and then traders going to look for a bounce. We do have a shareholder meeting, though, at the time of 10:30, which is in 1 minute, which basically means anything can happen here. If that shareholder meeting, they say something good can happen, something bad can happen, I'm leaning towards it's not looking good. I'm leaning towards things are kind of looking a little bit ugly. Watch for a green candle for 10 minutes and then watch to see if we can actually crash on down towards brand new lows. So I would still say if you're interested, small dip buy, small bounce play. And then from there, hold for about 10 minutes, see if you pop back up towards around 28.20, and then a nice little fade right back on down towards a new low of the day, I think, in the near future. Oh, so you guys are saying it's at 12:30 Eastern time. Thank you. So you guys saying it's West Coast time. Jerkoff, why is it your chart in a 10-minute time frame? Because again, 10-minute time frame, I can see the old bounces. Old bounce, old bounce, old bounce, old bounce, old bounce. If I'm in a 2-minute time frame right now, I can't see the old bounces. So I can't see the uptrend if I'm too zoomed in right here. So I like being, zoomed in at this moment, but at the same time, if I want to be able to see, what has the chart done in the past, I have to go into a little bit of a bigger time frame. Bigger time frame shows me, again, we have an uptrend. Bigger time frame shows me we have a downtrend. So we have to be able to scroll back every now and then to see if we have any uptrends or downtrends, any sort of trend lines, any sort of things that should be standing out to us. MEDS all the way back on down now, sub $8. Yep, that one's been fading and falling, traders. That one is getting weaker. Unfortunately, right now, man, this is not the way I wanted to start our Money Monday. And it's not like we're in the red. We haven't traded yet today. But what do I want to do? I want to make money. I want to make cash. I want to get after it. I want to make profit. That's what I want to do. And the last thing I want to do is force. I don't want to force plays. I don't want to jump in on a play that isn't here for us. I don't want to, again, be saying to ourselves, all right, hey, let's, jump in on the stock for no reason. So I don't want to force. I want to present discipline when we need it. And I think every single person here, deep down, you're saying, no, you're right, Dek. You're right. Right now is, again, we shouldn't be pulling the trigger. We shouldn't be in on anything that, obviously we want to make money, but we know deep down we shouldn't be pulling the trigger, right? There's nothing that is worth it at this moment. A little heads on up. I just got an email from Fox Runner saying, okay, so guys, little heads on up. Every single person, of course, of Tradecaster is getting Fox Runner for 2 months, but they said the sign up will start on Wednesday. So they just said they need 2 more days. So they said sign up will be on Wednesday for you guys, Tradecaster members, so you guys can get 2 months of access. So they said, we apologize about the inconvenience. We are going through some hosting and payments. We need to, again, push this to Wednesday. So Wednesday, guys, they still keeping it this week. They're not saying next week. They're not saying next month. They're not saying any of that. They're saying Wednesday. They just need 2 more days. So every single person here, a little heads up for you guys. So everyone is all set, ready to rock. But yes, Wednesday now. So Wednesday's the day that they're telling me that every single Tradecaster member will get Fox Runner. Jerkoff, do most people use the 10-minute time frame to look at bounces? No, again, you use whatever time frame makes sense. So for instance, MEDS, would the 10-minute time frame make sense to use? The answer is no. Why? Because I'm not getting any data from right here. Look how choppy this is. Look how low volume this is. All of this in the past right here isn't really telling me anything. So guess what I do? I move into a more relevant 1 minute, 2 minute time frame. 1 minute, 2 minute time frame, guess what? I could see that I have a nice little downtrend forming at this time. I could see that we have a downtrend. I could see that we have a little bit of support. I could see, things that could help me. When I take a look over on GameStop is a play that, okay, right now, yes, I see that we have a downtrend, but I want to take a little bit of a step back. And if I go back to a 3-minute time frame, I know that GameStop's been a very hot stock over the last few days. So there's relevant information, such as, ooh, maybe a little bounce play right here, right? Here's relevant information. Here's a bounce play right here. Okay, let me go back a little bit farther. Oh, a 10-minute time frame. Ooh, again, here's some higher lows right here. Higher lows, higher lows. So if there is useful information to use in the past, I want to be using that information. So useful information is going to be extremely important for us. Right now, bounce play, trying to get a bounce right around this 27.30, but take a look at bounce play, trend line is starting to crack and things are getting dicey. Bunny, is the stock market closed on Wednesday? What's Wednesday? I highly doubt it. I'm going to say 99% no. But what is it, June 19th? Juneteenth? Let me see here. Am I wrong? It's Juneteenth? Stock market close. Stock market holidays here. Let's see here. Good Friday, Juneteenth. Wow. I did not know this. I completely forgot about this, guys. The stock market is closed on Wednesday, June 19th. Wow, I did not even put 2 to 2 together. That's kind of random. Just throwing it right in the middle of the week right there. In most cases, we always have off Monday, Friday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Thursday, right? So we usually always have off like either Thursday or, a Friday or a Monday. But yeah, we have off this Wednesday, June 19th. So awesome. Awesome, guys. And again, be able to celebrate Juneteenth, family and friends, barbecue. So yes, the stock market is closed on Wednesday. Thank you for the heads up over there. I just was not even putting 2 and 2 together at first. Shout out to you. Thank you again for the heads on up. So man, we only have then 4 days this week together. 4 days this week together. GameStop right now, traders getting a little bit weaker. GameStop has been fading, has been falling. You know, you guys know this is one of those plays that I'm not really the biggest fan of. GameStop 27.89 is the 13 EMA. 27.89, 13 EMA. That is most likely where we are going to be having some strong resistance. Gonna give this stock a chance most likely. Taking a look over on GameStop. How's the market doing? And is the market going crazy by chance? Market's not really going crazy either right now. Market's not really going crazy. I was going to say, can we throw an options trade in there? Can we maybe get involved in some options? Also, everyone, make sure you guys are drinking some water. Anyone? I don't know what it is by you guys, but I'll tell you guys again. The next 5 days over here where I live. Today, 91. Tomorrow, 92. Wednesday, 90. Thursday, 93. Friday, 95. Saturday, 91. We're going to get nice and toasty here today. We're going to get nice and toasty. Everyone, get a little SPF 100, SPF 50. Start lotioning down your body every single morning before you start trading. Very important. I want to make sure, again, we're protecting ourselves from the UV rays. It's going to be a hot week. Hot week out there. Feel like I'm living in the baby Sahara Desert right now. SCNI still watching this one. GameStop. GameStop traders is trying to move itself back up to the 13 EMA. The green squiggly line. The green squiggly line is the 13 EMA. Right now, traders, I'm going to ask you guys a question. I want everyone to type it out over in chat. You guys tell me right now. If I pull the trigger over on GameStop right now, am I forcing? Am I forcing if I'm pulling the trigger on GameStop right now? Am I forcing if I pull the trigger on MEDS right now? Am I forcing if I pull the trigger over on SCNI right now? Am I forcing a trade, do you guys think? If I pull the trigger right now at this moment, I know there's not an amazing opportunity, but I just want to trade. Am I forcing? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat room right now. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that as well, guys. I'm thinking that I want to trade, but at the same time, I feel like at this moment, it's like I want to trade, but I know it's not a good idea to trade. So team, right now, not a good idea to trade. Let's look over some other things. Let's kind of, I want to pull the trigger, but it's not worth it for me to just lose $500 and then say, man, I shouldn't have traded. You want to learn a lesson? Every single person right now is saying, if you are trading, you're forcing. Every single person in chat right now is saying, if you are pulling the trigger, you are getting in because of emotion. Every single person right now is saying, hey, I don't know if it's a good idea to actually pull the trigger and get involved over on these plays. Doesn't seem like it's the best idea. Maybe, again, we should just use our head and sit back and stay smart and wait for a better play. If you want to learn a lesson, pull the trigger right now. Pull the trigger right now if you want to learn a lesson. Lose $300 and say, man, why the heck did I just lose $300 for no reason? Why the heck did I just pull the trigger for no reason whatsoever at all? Let's see what we have right now, traders, at this time. Kind of to go over to CNBC. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway trims its stake in Chinese EV maker BYD to 6.9%. Why tariffs on Chinese EVs may not work. Used EV prices. A lot of EV news. Treasury IRS unveiled plan to major tax loophole used by large partnerships. So closing a tax loophole. How immigrants are helping keep job growth hot while inflation cools. Okay. U.S. Supreme Court to hear Nvidia bid about Skriddle shareholder lawsuit. All right, so right now, traders, again, unfortunately, I'm not seeing much. I'm skedaddling across the stock market right now, trying to find some opportunities for us. NVDA getting a little bit weaker here. NVDA getting a little bit weaker at this time. NVDA starting to get a little bit of a drop on down. So NVDA starting to fade. We do know that could lead towards NVDL also fading. NVDL, one of my favorite plays. I like NVDL a lot. It's basically just a 2x NVDA. So it's whatever NVDA does, NVDL does double of. So this is one of my favorite plays, guys, where it's NVDA 2x long. So NVDL is on the chart right now. Watch what happens when I change it to NVDA. It looks exactly the same. Exactly the same, but it's just cheaper. Exactly the same, but it moves 2 times whatever NVDA moves. So it's cheaper, you can make more money, and it follows exactly what NVDA does. Robert Deck, again, it seems like you're not committing. Take a look over on NITO or MIDS. You had, again, your opportunities. No, absolutely. I mean, MEDS, I wanted to get filled on. I put entries on this play. I just didn't get filled. NITO, again, I wanted to get filled up towards around that 120. Is there opportunities? Absolutely. But remember, there's over 9,000 stocks in the stock market. There will be opportunities every single day. But opportunities don't always mean, again, there's going to be, you're going to be able to hit every single play, right? There's always going to be different opportunities out there. But, it's like the same exact thing. People are going to say, Deck, why didn't you trade this stock? Or why didn't you trade this stock? Or why didn't you trade this stock? And it's the same exact reason why I could say, well, why didn't you pull the trigger? Or why didn't you pull the trigger on that one or this one or that one? And it's like, oh, I was slightly late. Or, oh, I just, didn't like that setup just as much. Or, oh, again, I didn't have any shares to short. Or, oh, this or that. Again, sometimes there might be 1 or 2 reasons on why you didn't pull the trigger. Sure, looking back after it, again, it's already dumped, it's very easy to say, oh, should have gotten in on it. Oh, should have been able to pull the trigger there. I 100% understand that. It's just sometimes in the actual moment, you don't have shares, the stock's moving too quick, you don't like the current price, you could have gotten in on a better entry, you want to wait for something easier. Hey, I'll tell you what right now, being 0 out of 0 is never a bad thing. Being 100% cash is never a bad thing. Saying to ourselves at this moment, I think I want to wait for a little bit of a better setup, I think I want to wait for a little bit of momentum, is never a bad thing. Pasta Boy, no trades for me. Sitting on the golf course, listening to Deck. Whew, that's a nice course, buddy. Wherever you're at. I like it. That's the beautiful thing about stock trading. Right now, Pasta Boy is saying, Deck, you're in my pocket on my phone. Voice is on. And he's out here just trying to sink his putt. I'm rooting for you, Pasta Boy. I hope, again, you sink it. Looks like you got a little left to right break. Looks like you're going slightly down the hill right here at this moment. If your ball is right here at this time, I'm thinking about maybe 2.5 cups out. 2.5 cups out. Let's watch the break. Read it. Should turn right on in. If you got some good speed, sink your birdie. Walk on off. Get on the cart path. Let's take it to a new hole, bud. Deck, also Friday is a quadruple witching day. Would that affect the market? Absolutely. Quadruple witching days usually always lead to red days in the market. Usually always lead to red days in the market over on quadruple witching days, where we have options, derivatives, contracts all expiring on the same day. Absolutely. Spy right now trying to hold on up. Spy, nope. MBIO, let's go through these together. MBIO, no shares available short. TRNR starting to get a little bit weaker. SCI&I, not too much. NITO, nope. Also, traders, as you guys know, summer boot camp right around the corner. 10 different mentors, 30 days. 30 days long, 10 different mentors. Each day, each mentor gets 3 days, teaching you everything they know. How great is this going to be? This is probably the last boot camp we will ever do. And you might say, Deck, why do you say that? How can you say that? Because I don't think we're ever going to top this. I don't think we're ever going to top this boot camp. It's not just me teaching. It's 9 other people teaching. 9 other traders that I know make money in the stock market. And instead of me just teaching you my strategy, in 3 days, you get to learn my strategy. Then in 3 more days, you learn another teacher's strategy. Then another 3 days, you learn another trader's strategy. Then another 3 days, another teacher, another trader jumps on and teach you their strategy. So over 30 days, we have 10 different teachers teaching you their strategy. And by the end of it, you'll have 10 different strategies. By the end of it, you'll be able to pick and choose which one's your favorite. You can mix and match. You can get different ideas. I always say I think it's great for you to learn from different traders other than myself and, of course, all traders in the chat room. So what I set up here was 10 different traders to teach you everything that you guys need to know. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely incredible, absolutely great. I'm really excited, guys. You guys better get ready. You guys better get ready to learn. It's something that no one else has ever done before. No one else has ever done this before. Usually it's, oh, sign up and spend $3,000 on my boot camp. Not here. That's not what we're doing. We're not saying sign up and spend $3,000 on a boot camp. Not my style. So right now, NITO, we are watching this, we are waiting on it, and we are again dialed here, baby. Dialed at this time. I just want to see it pick up a little bit of volume. I just want to see it, pick it on up a little bit of hype. A little bit of momentum right here. GME back above $28. GameStop, a little bit of a pop back above that $28 mark. Came on down, bounce play off that 27.30. Deck, why did we bounce off 27.30? Take a look, 10-minute time frame. We cracked the trend line. We cracked the wedge, as we know. But again, we do have bottom support over the last 2 days. Bottom support, bounce play here, bounce play here. So we did have some bottom support areas right at this moment. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Traders, you kind of know where I'm at right now. Whenever this happens, there's 2 things that I can do, right? I feel like in most cases, whenever you guys are part of like a community like this, whenever someone doesn't see anything they like, they say, all right, guys, see you tomorrow. I don't want to be that guy. That's not my style. You guys are here. You guys are, again, being paying members here. I want to give you all my respect in the world. What I will say is, I think what we should do is take a break. Let's get back here in about an hour and a half. Let's review the market again. If we find anything, let's attack it. If we don't, then of course we'll take a break, get back here in an hour and a half, go from there. I'm going to be here all day no matter what. I'm ready to rock and roll all day no matter what. I want to make sure that we're all set, ready to go. But the last thing I want to do is stare so hard and look so hard for a play that we pull the trigger on something that we shouldn't, because we let our mind, we let our emotions, we get our ideas to say, oh, maybe this will work out. Maybe this will happen. Maybe this will be our play. That's not the way I want to trade. So I think the best thing for us to do is let's wait for some new patterns to develop. Let's wait for some new setups to develop. Let's hopefully see if we can get some more volume. Let's hopefully get a little bit more action. And then, of course, go from there. That's the idea that I'm looking at. But the thing is, traders, I want you guys to get excited. Every single TradeCaster member getting scanners for the next 2 months. Every single TradeCaster member, summer boot camp coming on up. Get ready to have your life changed on that. But right now, team, I want to be a mentor that is obviously not making tons of money, but a mentor that's displaying discipline. I don't want to be a person that says, oh, we shouldn't trade. And I think to myself, man, again, we should force a trade. We force a trade and we all lose. That's not the way that I want you guys trading. So I think the best thing for us to do is not to end the day, but let's take an hour off, an hour and a half off, and then let's get back here and see if we have any new setups. Then let's see if we have anything, attack it. If it's slow, we'll take an hour off. Let's get back there after and have some new setups. You guys are here. I want to always think about, I want to be the mentor that I wish I had when I first started. I don't want someone to just be here for 10 minutes and leave. I want someone that's going to help me throughout the entire day. So what I will say is if you have any questions, feel free to ask right now. If you guys don't have any questions, take time, get into the video library. Watch the 2023 bootcamp. Watch the level 2 bootcamp. Watch the shorting bootcamp. Watch the entries and exits bootcamp. Watch the candlestick bootcamp. Watch our best indicator bootcamp. Watch again our chart pattern bootcamp. And then of course, after you watch these lessons, let's get back to see if we find any sort of big setups or any sort of big ideas. All right. So all set, ready to go. T Grady, if you answered me on back, I apologize. I was out. We actually having a TradeCaster tournament yesterday. So T Grady, resend your message. It'll come right to the top of my emails. And yes, guys, little heads on up. We had a little Tradecaster cornhole tournament yesterday over at my house, and it was awesome to be able to have some members come on through and be able to have some fun. I didn't publicize it too much, but we did have, again, the Tradecaster Cornhole Tournament here. It was an absolute blast. We had a lot of people show on up. You know, everyone had to dress up. You see Tradecaster banners repping right here. Dekmar Trades banners right here. Basically, at traders, again, you had to pick a country and then dress up as your country. So, you know, it made it a lot of fun. We had Poland rapping right there. We had Germany people in some Liegenhausens. So it was a lot of fun. We had USA, Cuba, Poland, Somalia. Guy was wearing an eye patch. All right, so hey, you know, but it was a great time over on the Tradecaster tournament. So shout out to you guys coming on through and having a blast. We have Mexico showed on up. I know we gotta get that going here. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, absolutely beautiful. Game plan is right now it is 11 o'clock. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. Everyone, let's get back on the live stream at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock, I'm going back live again. We just did a nice, 2 hours? But the thing is, there's just no good setups. Let's not end the day. That's not the right way to do it. Let's study, let's work hard, and at 1 o'clock, let's get back after it. Does that sound like a good plan, everyone? Does that sound like a good idea, everyone? So let's, again, make sure that we're all set, ready to rock and roll. Absolutely fired on up. Astro, send me a DM right now over lunch, and I'll be happy to help you on out. Okay, Astro? You'll be all set, ready to go. So, hey, let's get ready to go. Let's get after it. I want to be the mentor, as I said, that I wish I had when I was in your shoes. And, of course, I want to take your train to the next level. Everyone, let's meet back here at 1 o'clock. Let's have some fun, and let's see what comes on up here next. Doing whatever we can with these market conditions. So Wednesday, the stock market's closed. Wednesday, you guys get Fox Runner. And very soon upcoming, we got the summer boot camp. Let's get after it, traders. Let's see what comes on up. You guys know it in 3, 2, 1. Ah-hoo! I love you guys. As always, we're getting ourselves pumped and ready to rock and roll as always. But the thing is, market conditions are a little bit slower. Let's stay smart. Let's use our head. Let's see what comes on up. And if you need anything, please ask. I'm here and I'm happy to help you guys on out. Thank you, traders, and I love you. I'll see you in a little bit.
$79. Let's say $879. Here's the break. Hold it. We're all the way back on down. Let's take our money as we again take these profits. We got 4 contracts left. And again, we made let's go. Everything we did there was absolutely perfect. Does anyone have any questions on that? Is anyone confused on anything?
it's happened once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sees through the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is growing up.
Pictures in passing time, you only smile like that when you drink.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out the antidote. Yeah. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know.
Cause karma is my boyfriend. Karma is a god. Karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought. Aren't you envious that for you it's not? Sweet like honey. Karma is a cat. Purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat. Me and karma vibe like that.
Don't go through the front door.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
It's low key at the night show.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
So don't you open up that window.
Cause karma is my boyfriend.
Don't you let out the antidote.
If you have me girl problems, I put that for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you have me girl problems, I put that for you, son. If you have me girl problems, I put that for you, son. If you have me girl problems, I put that for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my cash is closed. Rap critics that say he's money cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid, what type of backs are those? If you grew up with holes in your zap for toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef for radio if I don't play their show. They don't play my hits, well, I don't give a shit. So, rap nags try to use my black ass, so advertise to give them more cash for ads, fuckers. I don't know what you take me as, so understand the intelligence that Jay-Z has. I'm from rags the richest niggas, I ain't dumb. I got 99 dollars, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me.
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven?
If heaven is anywhere, it's in a blue Tacoma, California. White magnolia in your hair, praise the gold shining on you. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere, it's never running out of golden road. Always having your hand to hold in a blue Tacoma, California.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me. Cause I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right, whip your lovin' on me.
Could you whisper in my ear the things you wanna feel? I'll give you anything to feel it coming. Do you wake up alone? I wonder where you are. I live with all your thoughts. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all. So I don't
I'm vanilla, baby. I'll choke you, but I ain't no killer, baby. She 28, telling me I'm still a baby. I can live in Detroit like a skillet, baby.
Can I take that down?
car.
Don't worry, baby.
Just call my name, I'll be there in a hurry. You don't have to worry, you don't have to worry, you don't have to worry, you don't have to worry.
Ooh, this shit be hitting different.
I'm a fucking walking paradox. No, I'm not a threesomes with a fucking triceratops. Reptar, rapping as I'm mocking death rock stars. Wearing synthetic wigs made of handwars, dreadlocks, bedrock, harder than a motherfucking Flintstone. Making crack rocks out of pussy nigga fish bones. This nigga Jasper tryna get grown. About 5'7" of these bitches in my bedroom.
Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. We could do it real big, bigger than you ever done it. You be up on everything. Other hoes ain't never on it. I want this forever. I swear I could spend whatever on it. Cause she hold me down every time I hit up. When I get right, I promise that we gon' live it up. She made me beg for it till she give it up. And I say the same thing every single time.
Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that wanna own me, 2 that wanna stone me, 1 so she's a friend of mine.
I say you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had.
Take it easy, take it easy.
You the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best.
Said my niggas don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, I said my niggas don't dance, he just pull up a pants and do the rock away. Come on, now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on, lean back.
Escape me. Escape me. Bottles under tires. But if I escape me, what if I escape me?
Spots on my over the tree. I sat at a party smoking and called you. 7 Nation Army fighting at the bar. You say that I'm sorry, tell me what I do. Cause I can't go, it's chemical. I can't go, it's chemical.
We're still waiting, waiting on the world to change. Keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change. One day our generation is gonna rule the population. We keep on waiting, waiting on the world to change.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running. I want it out of place. I want to love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving, then a love and care, and I'll take it there, girl. Every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I want to love you, pretty young thing. You need some loving.
Fitness Gram Pacer test.
Hey girl,
yeah. I'm too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl, too sexy for this world, too sexy for this ice, too sexy for that jet, yeah, yeah.
Okay, alright, that's fine.
I'm too sexy for this chain, too sexy for your game, too sexy for this fame, yeah, yeah. I'm too sexy for the trap, too sexy for that job, too sexy for that job, yeah, yeah.
Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle. Did a lot of shit just to live this here lifestyle. Came straight from the bottom to the top of my lifestyle.
Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining. If money is such a problem, well, they got mansions. Think we should rob them. Lifestyles of the rich and the famous. They're always complaining, always complaining.
This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side, so I reach for my 40 and I turn it up. Designated driver, take the keys to my truck. Hit the shawl cause I'm faded. Honey's in the streets, say money, and we made it.
Baby, it's 3 a.m. I must be lonely. She says, baby, well, I can't help but be scared of it all sometimes. So the rain's gonna wash away, I believe it.
I'm kind of buzzed and it's all because this is how we do it. South Central does it like nobody does. This is how we do it.
She says, baby,
This is how we do it.
she says, baby.
A carrot.
Oh, please, that's an objectionable vegetable.
I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, baby, there's no other superstar. You know that I'll be your paparazzi.
Another load, all my tears being used all on another load, all my tears being used all. I'm on the car, see you on TV, sunset shit done changed. Ever since we was on, I dreamed it all. Ever since I was young, they said I would mean nothing. Now they always say congratulations. Work so hard for that whole true vacation. They ain't never had the dedication. I wanna cry and I wanna love my tears.
My dick cost a late night fee. Yo dick got the HIV. My dick placed on the double feature screen. Yo dick went straight to DVD.
My dick, bigger than a bridge. Yo dick, look like a little kid's. My dick, large like the Chargers, the whole team. Yo shit, look like you 14.
My dick, locked in the cage, right? Yo dick, suffer from stage fright. My dick, so hot and swollen. Yo dick, look like Gary Coleman.
My dick pink and big. Yo dick stinks like shit. My dick got a C's to do. Yo dick needs a tweezer, dude.
I've been traveling on this road too long. Just trying to find my way back home. The old me is dead and gone, dead and gone.
I'm more than a bird, I'm more than a plane, I'm more than some pretty face beside a train, and it's not easy to be me.
And oh, I've been traveling on this road too long.
you had one shot, would you capture it or just let it slip?
Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, plow. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. That is he know. He won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stacked that he knows when he goes back to this mobile home. That's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't pass. You better lose yourself in the music. The moment you own it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss a chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself.
Bobby is free.
Bitch, I'm stylish. Black top, big t-shirt, really ice. Watch on my wrist, but I want that dime. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up in sight. Mile high, run that shit back, bitch, I'm stylish. Black top, big t-shirt, really ice. Watch on my wrist, but I want that dime. Niggas talk crazy when I pull up in sight. Hey, mile high, fuck up,
I won't let your love ever go to waste. I won't ever do that to you.